That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Thursday, they'll head out on the road and face the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Then on Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes two people happy instead of just one. So it's as simple as that. And that simplicity and creative joy is part of what makes the big man tick. Jokic said, "It helps me having fun out there. It's a different way to approach the game." And that makes him one of a kind in this league, Kevin.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. And with a grueling season ahead, Steve, we're already seeing load management for a number of players.
I love that player health is #1 on everyone's mind. Minimizing injuries has become a focal point for this league. Just hope it doesn't affect chemistry at the end.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Griffin, Doncic out there with Trae Young. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, Marion is out there with Chambers. Then it's Drexler. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Leonard. And, ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot. With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Now here's Paul. Drexler kicks to Paul. Pass to Howard. And here's Drexler. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Outside Jackson. Leonard against Marion. 13 feet away. And he knocks down the jumper. Leonard's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Kicks it out to Drexler. Young against Chambers. Here's Marion. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Paul. From about 16, Sean Marion grabs the miss.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Here's Young. 29 points for him last game against Minnesota. Here's Leonard. Great touch on the 16-footer. He's got 7.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Drexler, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Doncic. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Over Drexler, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Jackson.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Drexler drives in.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
Leonard, no luck.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
The shot by Marion, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Hawks. Such a wide open look.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Down low, Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Paul looking around. Marion outside. Pass to Drexler. Buries the long-range jumper.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
The Hawks leading by 3. Bounce pass Young. To the middle. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He has 5.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Drexler with it. 26 points for him last game against Utah. Pass to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Paul. They get it back. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Leonard finds Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Now Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Utah. Lobbed up there for Howard, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jackson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bucks trail by 7. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
And checking out some numbers for him.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Marion outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, you have to crash the glass on both sides of the floor, and they didn't get the job done in terms of creating second-chance opportunities.
Now here's Paul. After Luka Doncic's miss. Here's the pass to Chambers. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. Doncic outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Howard.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Paul with the bucket.
And the thing about Paul, despite his listed size, he's comfortable operating inside.
Doncic dishes to Young. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Young's got 7 points in the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Paul from deep. Drexler. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
A different look for Milwaukee. Collins checked in for Chambers. Devin Booker comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Johnson in for Paul. Drexler's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Pass to Odom. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The agility, the hops, the great hands. Collins is the perfect alley-oop partner.
Odom against Howard. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Harrell, he's checked in for Dwight Howard.
What's up?
And that one falls for Odom. Bucks trail by 3. The feed to Johnson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Trying to get open is Odom. Great D that time from Harrell. And so Booker will bring it up for Milwaukee.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Booker the pass to Collins. Johnson with it. An easy 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Back to Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The D has to push Ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
Johnson surveying the floor. With the floater, and it's Drexler that time on the assist by Johnson. Drexler's got 14.
He can't miss.
Johnson against Ball. Jokic high post. Passes it to Odom. Jokic trying to free himself up. Odom's shot. Good. He has 7. Bucks trail by 3. And here's Booker. He had 19 points in the win against Utah.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Lamar Odom.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Johnson. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Now, here's Ball. Here's Iguodala. Oh, wow.
And just a spectacular play from Iggy there, seeing a path to the basket and just taking off towards the rim.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Johnson. That one good for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Ball against Johnson. Ball feeling it out a bit. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Jokic drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Johnson outside. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Harrell, that's good.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Johnson against Ball. .106 left in the first quarter. Jokic, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hawks lead by 3.
It's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And the technical free throw is good. .52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Atlanta, 2 games back.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Kevin Johnson. Hawks passing it around. And there's the pass to Jokic. Over Harrell. That one off the back iron and out. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Johnson against Ball. Here's Johnson. Booker outside. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Montrezl Harrell is out there with John Collins. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's Johnson, and it's Booker in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Here's Ball. After the made shot from John Collins. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now here's Harrell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. Johnson. The teardrop falls in. Johnson's got 11.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Rubio against Ball. There's Gallinari with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Sweet move. The shot by Johnson, no good. And for the Hawks, they're shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Pass to Harrell. He dishes it to Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
For Atlanta, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Rubio against Ball. And Ball slams it in.
The hops of Alonzo Ball gets up high to slam it in. I love it.
Rubio with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Harrell. Rebound, Atlanta. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Chambers comes in for Collins. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Johnson. Pass to Chambers. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. Shoots over Doncic. And that one goes long. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run. Good on the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Atlanta shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Now here's Paul. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Atlanta leading by 7. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic passes to Jackson. Back to Doncic. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. Paul passes to Howard. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. By himself, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible effort by Kawhi. Picks it up with the claw, then off to the races.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Paul kicks to Rubio. Back to Paul. The good-looking shot from the wing. Paul's got his second basket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Young against Paul. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Young. And that's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Paul against Doncic. Paul kicks to Rubio. Hits the three-point bomb. Rubio's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is still Rubio's next step. In this day and age, to be successful, your guard has to be a threat from distance.
Now, here is Young. He has 7. To the paint, it's deflected. The 3 for Doncic. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rubio, the pass to Howard. And the rejection by Jackson. Young drives in. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes his leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
just focused on music. They say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hotter. I be rocking the show if I'm not up in the studio.
Lamar Odom, he's checked in for the Hawks. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Young, the third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Young, good.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Rubio, the pass to Chambers. Dishes to Paul. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Here's Young. He's got 11. Passes to Leonard. Odom with it. Lets the three fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rubio with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Howard can't hit.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Rubio.
A tricky cover in that mid-range area. Rubio, with good ball skills, can hurt you in a number of ways.
Young finds Leonard, rebounded by Marion. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shot clock at 6 to the left side wing. Paul for 3. Now the pass to Chambers. Back to Marion. And another shot. Lets it go from the wing. It doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Doncic. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
Here's Paul. Jump shot is good. Paul's got 8 points.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And it's in there. Paul's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Marion against Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
As crafty as he is explosive, Kawhi Leonard gets the defender where he wants him. Gets to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Collins checked in for Chambers. Drexler comes in for Sean Marion. Booker, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And it's Johnson in for Paul. Then for the Hawks, Jokic is checked in. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. He hits the second from the line. Bucks trail by 5. Shoots from the elbow. The Bucks getting another chance here. Howard misses. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Young passes to Jokic. Great D that time from Howard.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Harrell, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari comes in for Lamar Odom. And it's Bogdanovich in for Leonard. Atlanta leading by 5. Now Young, 11 points in the game. And they pick up 2.
The defense is there, but because of the height disparity, there's no real contest.
Pass to Drexler. Booker in the corner. Back to Collins, and there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
There's the triple. Great D that time from Redick. Atlanta leading by 6. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Johnson kicks to Collins. Drexler passes to Harrell. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Continuing to polish his offensive skill set, Harrell's become a go-to scorer from this range.
Gallinari outside. Here's Jokic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Johnson against Young. On the wing, Johnson. 11 points in the game. And it's sent back by Jokic. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for the Hawks. Lonzo Ball comes in for Trae Young. .52 seconds left in the first half. Clock is at 3. Drexler passes to Johnson. Off target from 3-point range.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
So it's the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Harrell. Camby with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Atlanta making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. .20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Drexler. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here is Gallinari. 5 points in the game. Two on the clock. He lays it in. Gallinari's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
This is a specialty of Gallinari's, using the roller as a decoy for his own offense.
And we finished one half of basketball. The Hawks on top. They're up by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic so far from Clyde Drexler.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Doncic out there with Trae Young. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Camby, and it's Griffin in at the power forward position. Atlanta leading by 11. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Here's Drexler. At the elbow, Paul over Doncic, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Paul's got 12.
The defense has to stay on Chris Paul. He has a quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
And here they come. Here's Marion, and the layup falls.
And that's a momentum shifter, a steal leading straight to the basket.
Young outside. At the elbow, Doncic. And that one drops for him.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Doncic against Paul on the wing, Drexler.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
The 9-foot shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Paul.
One of the game's best free throw shooter. Chris Paul is not a guy you like to foul.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Marcus Camby. And Paul drills both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Doncic outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Paul outside. Pass to Drexler. score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Young passes to Jackson. Kicks it to Doncic. Over Drexler. Rebounded by the Bucks. Marion's got 5 rebounds tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Paul outside. He lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
One of the best passes we've ever seen. Call on time and on point.
Young taking his time here. In the corner, it's Griffin. Drexler with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Passes it to Paul. Back to Drexler. Shot clock at 5. Howard trying to free himself up. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Clyde Drexler. Leonard against Marion. Doncic left side. Excellent D from Howard. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Lamar Odom is checked in for Leonard. Bounce pass Young. Griffin finds Doncic. Misses the 3. Bucks trail by 6. Chambers the pass to Marion. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Marion. And Marion drops them both. Atlanta calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 7th in field goal percentage, 11th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
That free throw good from Doncic. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 7. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Paul. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Young. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Young's got 13.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And the shot goes down.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Doncic passes to Young over Paul. Young's shot is off. The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And Howard with the stuff.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is Young. He's got 13. And yes, it's good.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Bucks trail by 7. And here's Drexler. And good that time. Drexler's got 24 points.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Now here's Odom. 9 points in the game so far. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Drexler passes to Chambers. A floater, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Milwaukee. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jokic is checked in, and it's Bogdanovich in for Young. And Milwaukee has possession. 8-point game. The Bucks working the ball around.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Jokic. Back to Doncic. Takes a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 27 points for him.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Rubio outside. And the pass to Howard. Inside. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Paul.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Pass to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Griffin passes to Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. Number 1, Chris Paul.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Harrell, he's checked in for Howard. John Collins comes in for Chambers. Booker, he's checked in for Sean Marion. And it's Johnson in for Paul. Atlanta also making some changes here. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Griffin. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lamar Odom. And Jokic drops them both. Bucks trail by 9. Timeout called, the Bucks. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
Here's Johnson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Johnson's got 13 points.
And Johnson just superb at shooting the basketball. This is a high-scoring point guard who knows how to create space for his jumper.
Doncic The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Doncic has got 29 in the game.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Floats it up there for Harrell.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A
Kevin.
little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Jokic. Back to Doncic. Count the basket. Doncic has got 31 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
Oh, that's not a great foul. For Rubio's career, shoots well over 80% from the line.
The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
What you get with Rubio, good size for a guard, terrific playmaker, and trying to become a better scorer.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 31. That one drops for him.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Collins dishes to Booker. Passes it to Harrell. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Harrell's got 8 points.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Johnson against Doncic. Outside, Redick. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And that shifty nature of Johnson's game really helps him out. An effective combo guard who does a nice job of sharing the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. 33 points for him. That shot wide open. He's got 10.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Johnson, the pass to Collins. Rubio against Redick. And here's Booker from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Basket good. Doncic has got 35.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 13. He kicks it to Booker. To the middle. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
A big man with great lift. Montrezl Harrell loves playing above the rim.
Johnson against Doncic. Out to Gallinari from downtown. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Rubio misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Rubio with a wide open look. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
Usually on the front end of the catch and fire. Rubio on the finishing end right there.
Now here's Doncic. He has 35. Outside, Redick. And they double up Doncic. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks trail by 5. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Collins dishes to Booker. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson outside. The 19-foot shot lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now it's just a 3-point Hawks lead. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Hawks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Johnson is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Collins. Then it's Drexler. And it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Iguodala. Excellent D from Drexler. Milwaukee's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. The dish to Johnson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Now, here's Ball. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard over Collins. Booker pulls it in. The Bucks shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Drexler drawing the double team. Collins wide open, he fires. Milwaukee the rebound, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Ball, and he makes good on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3.
This is Ball playing big, getting into the lane and being physical. Give us more of this.
Johnson, the pass to Howard. He dishes it to Booker. Johnson outside to tie it up. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Ball. The pass to Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound. Johnson outside. Outside Collins. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Ball. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well trained in blocking out distractions. Ball doesn't let a little contact affect the shot.
Johnson with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Pass to Johnson. Here's Drexler. Good on the 13-footer. Drexler's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
A different look for Milwaukee. Chambers is checked in for Collins. Marion comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Paul in for Johnson. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Jackson, he's checked in for Camden. Blake Griffin comes in for Andre Iguodala. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Trae Young subbed in for Ball. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During the break, I was able to catch the message Atlanta's coach gave to his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. A nice shot by Young.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Paul against Young. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 20 points.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Jackson misses. The Bucks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Howard, the pass to Chambers, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here is Young. Outside Jackson. Back to Young. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Drexler. Tipped away. Young with the ball. And Drexler picking him up. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Now here's Drexler. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Leonard against Marion. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Milwaukee's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Leonard against Drexler. Doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young finds Griffin. Here's Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Passes it to Marion. Lobbed up there for Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Young against Paul. Right side, Bogdanovich. Nailed from 3-point land. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Paul's shot is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Able to see the entire floor. Young gets a lane, and he takes it.
That's good from Young.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so Young nails them both.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
Drexler against Leonard. Paul outside. And the shot goes in. Paul's got 12 points in just the second half.
What can you say about Chris that hasn't been said before? A two-way Hall of Fame talent.
Outside Griffin. On the wing, Doncic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Marion against Leonard from outside the arc. A shot by Marion, no good. The Hawks leading by 5. Young fires away from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Chambers got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The pass to Paul. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Chambers is aggressive when it comes to getting to the line, using his height and length to get under the skin of the defense.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Chambers hits them both. Here's Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 10 points in the quarter.
Incredible night for Trae. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
To the inside. Here's Marion. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
The free throw drops for Shawn Marion. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Young is double. Here's Jackson. To the paint. Stolen away. Down low. Here's Marion. And Shawn Marion with the slam.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Count it. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 20 points.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Doncic against Paul. Pass to Drexler. No good there. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Paul. Milwaukee's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. The Hawks shooting 55% in the 4th. They are executing late. Here's Doncic. And that one drops. Doncic has got 37.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now here's Drexler. No good off the back of the rim. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. From 18 feet away. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Marion.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
The Hawks again can't hit. The Bucks shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. Paul against Young. Bounce pass from Paul. And it's Howard finishing it off. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
And you can see the determination in Howard's eyes. He relishes the opportunity to provide big baskets like that one.
That's the kind of leadership you want from Blake Griffin, a guy who wants to take those big shots.
Here is Paul, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Drexler, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Drexler against Leonard. The wide open look here for Marion. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Trains it from downtown.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 4. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
.44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Marion. Bucks passing it around. Howard draws the double. Chambers got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And Howard isn't just a banger down low. He also possesses outstanding vision to zip the ball over to the open man. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're down by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
You know, in high school, he won 4 state titles, voted College Player of the Year at Oklahoma. Blake Griffin, he's used to success. Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Paul for 3. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
There's nobody you want taking a clutch shot more than Chris Paul. He loves the big moment.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul, no one around him. It's money from deep.
Beautiful form on that shot. Chris Paul, one of those superstars who continually refines his game.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And And he is unable to get the second one.
And it's all about the...
Oh, my goodness!
What a shot! Just when you think the game is over, he's able to knock it down from deep.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So the Bucks win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Young. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Griffin. Then there's Doncic, and it's Jackson in at center.
And that's what you love to see from Howard, creating his own offense there off the miss.
Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by Howard. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Paul. Buries it down low. Paul's got 35 in the game.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Young pass to Jackson. On the wing, Doncic. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Doncic has got 48.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And, yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Paul. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Out to Marion. Here's the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Ball against Young to the inside. Here's Chambers. Pass to Paul. Marion outside. Passes it to Paul. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Leonard with the steal, and the turnover again by Atlanta. Johnson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Drexler. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Drexler's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
And so Young nails them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Young. Johnson kicks to Marion. The pass to Chambers. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Atlanta trails by 5. To the paint, here's Griffin. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's 8 points for Blake Griffin.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Drexler against Leonard to the middle. Here's Marion. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
He's been the reason they're in this position to win this game. He's been consistent and reliable.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Drexler's shot is off. Hawks have gone a little over 50% from the field in overtime. They're 4 of 6.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. Here's Drexler. That one goes. Count it. Drexler's got 32 points in the game.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Johnson with it. Pass to Chambers. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Trae Young.
No clue how he got that one to fall. As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Here's Young. That shot missing. Good D by Johnson. The Bucks have gone into overtime and shot the ball very well. They're 8 of 12. Here's Marion.
You might ask, how is Trae Young blocking shots? The awareness and the activity level. That's how.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're leading by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in overtime. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And it's the Hawks' ball.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Going both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 23 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
Young from deep three-point range. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Redick for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close
down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin